In an interview with Oman television, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Salim Al-Mandhari, WHO Regional Director of Eastern Mediterranean, spoke on the current pandemic situation in the region and the world. I was present at this particular interview, and here are the details.
Thank you, Mr. Abdallah, for inviting me to this short interview. It is my great pleasure and honor. And I'd like to thank also those who are sitting in front of the TV screen listening to your news as usual. Answering your question, in fact, we have witnessed, alhamdulillah, at the global and regional level, a drop in the number of the positive 19 cases that have been reported by countries for the last 10 weeks. As well, we have noticed also a drop in the number of the deaths linked with COVID-19. However, at the same time, in spite of this good news, we have witnessed in some countries here in the region a 20% increase in the number of the positive cases reported by these countries. And also we have witnessed more than 20% increase in the number of the deaths that are linked with COVID. Now, there are many reasons behind that. I mean, one of them, as we all know, the different variants, especially the Delta variant, which is well known by its nature and its feature of widespreading. The second reason is, if I may call it, the weak vaccination strength in many countries, not only in the region here, but outside, which is strongly linked with the shortage of the vaccine at a global level. And the third reason is sometimes linked with the non-adherence of the public health and social measures that have been known for many years will protect us after Allah will from different types of communicable diseases. So my message is just to thank everyone for your collaboration, for your cooperation based on the WHO concept, whole of government and whole of society. The way is not easy, we all know, but I'm sure together we will succeed, inshallah, in saving our lives.
Now, Dr. Ahmed, I'm sure there are a lot of areas that you have come to learn and you have evaluated them. What kind of message would you like to give to the region and to individual countries about the situation of the COVID-19 and the way that things can be dealt with in a better way?
Thank you very much for this second question. And in fact, there are many lessons that we have learned at WHO. And based on that, in fact, we have initiated an independent evaluation by a group of well-known experts to look at the responses that we have taken as a WHO, as well as the responses given by the member states, looking at this pandemic operation from different angles. One of them is the implementation of the international health regulations, which is called IHR 2005, and identifying and looking at the strengths of the implementation, whereas in addition to that, the opportunities of improvement that we need to look at. Also, it looked at the financing and the strength and the empowering of WHO. In addition to that, we have identified the important role of communities and individuals' empowerment and engagement and their active participation in fighting whatever health emergencies or challenges, including this sort of pandemic. So my message here is just to urge us all to work together in a very collaborative and integrative manner. And I'm sure, inshallah, based on that spirit, we will be able to come out from this pandemic with a lot of successes, with less failures and more lives that are saved. So thank you again for giving me this opportunity.
Now, one of the areas that disturbed many people, not only here in the Sultanate of Oman, but throughout the world, that they receive this conflict message through social media. Misinformations are there quite a lot. What did the WHO Eastern Mediterranean region did towards this particular area?
This is what we mean by fighting the infodemics, that every communities in every country around the globe is really facing. So in WHO, we have created a lot of platforms that are accessible to everyone free of charge at any time. It is just, you need to go and read. And it is given at different languages, including Arabic language.